It's me again. I am in the process of peeling onions. Lots and lots and lots of onions. I got I I was fortunate enough to get a whole bunch. I got, let's see, 4 bags of these onions, and they're small. How small they are. And you know, they're a pain in the butt to peel and use, but I'm not one to pass on free food. So I'm not going to be able to eat all the onions before they start going bad, so I'm going to dehydrate them. And we'll get to that part. I'm about almost halfway done here. I got the rest of this bag to do, and then I have 2 more. And I'm going to show you what I do with them when I get them all peeled. I'm peeling everything first and do this assembly line style. But I've been over here peeling, and I got through 3 of these onions when it got me in the eye. That's just the fumes. Oh, it hurt. Yes, it hurt. And then I realized, hey, stupid, there's a way to get around this. And it's that candle. Put a lit candle by where you're peeling your onions, and for some reason it keeps you from getting onion eye and crying and tears and pain. And it's worked. Ever since then, I have not had one single episode of onion eye. So you might want to keep that in mind the next time you're peeling onions, or a bunch of onions, or any onions. But I'll be back when we get finished peeling all these things, and show you what I do with them to dehydrate them. Back in a minute. Alright, we're back. I peeled onions, and I peeled onions, and I peeled onions. I peeled 3 bags of these little onions. And some of them are dang right small, about the size of a good radish or something.
Bite size.
Bite size, yeah. But I went through 3 bags. I have 4 bags, but I only did 3 because I'm thinking, well, wait a minute, I don't want to run out of room on my dehydrator trays and have these peeled onions, and I don't know. So anyway, we're going to slice them up to put on the dehydrator tray. I just take an onion, and the top and bottom, I like this. This is on top or bottom. I guess it's the bottom. But I cut it down the top, and then on its side, I hope you can see the ribs of the onion.
Onions don't have ribs, they have layers.
Oh, well, not anymore, but anyway, there's the top and there's the bottom. I'm going to cut it into little strips. Because when you're dehydrating onions, there's 2 schools of thought on this. I can't slice and cut at the same time. If you want to dry your onions, I mean, you can cut them any way you want to dry them. If you want rings, then you're going to want to probably steam your onions. You can do it in a pot of boiling water just for a minute, or you can stick them in a Ziploc bag with a couple teaspoons of water and stick them in the microwave for about 3 minutes. I don't want to dehydrate mine. I'm keeping mine on the smaller side. I mean, I could dice these. I could put them in my onion or Vidalia chop wizard or whatever and make diced onions. That's fine. You don't have to blanch those or steam them. But I don't want to steam mine just because I'm in a hurry. So anyway, I've chopped them up. Over here on the tray, you see I've already got a few. You just want to kind of pull them apart. It doesn't have to be perfect. And it's okay that they... what's the matter? My cameraman's got onion eye. Woohoo! Well, they don't have to be perfect. They can lay on top of each other. It's not going to hurt a thing. You're just going to have oniony hands, and in his case, oniony eyes. Well, we blew out the candle, didn't we? Oh well.
He did.
Maybe I'm immune now, because it's not bothering me.
You want a cookie?
But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do all these onions, fill up my trays. They can be pretty dense. And onions, let me tell you one thing. You don't want to put these in the house to dehydrate. You want to set your dehydrator out like on a porch or an outbuilding, or maybe, I don't know, I wouldn't even put it in the basement because it'll come up through the house. But I'll show you where I'm going to take mine once I get all my trays filled. I'll show you that when we're back. Well, guess what? I was going to show you where I was going to dehydrate my onions. Which, by the way, these are all the onions. I had done 3 bags. What do they weigh? About 2 or 3 pounds a piece. And that's a lot of onions. It took forever to get them all cut and broken apart, whatever. But I was going to show you where I was going to take my dehydrator, but it got cold on us. Big time. So I'm not going to be able to take it out. I was going to take it out to my husband's work shed. Let him enjoy the smell of the onions. It's going to smell like a dang White Castle in here in a minute. But I want to just do it in the house, and we'll just have to suffer through it, because it is too cold to take it out there.
White Castle.
White Castle, yeah. So, and what I've also decided to do is use my silicone sheet protectors from the Dehydrator trays. I got these on eBay pretty cheap, and you can get them on Amazon also. I think like $12 or $16, I think it was. And I got free shipping with Prime. So I'm just going to dump all these onions out on here. And when I get them filled up, we'll go ahead and stick them in the dehydrator. Be right back. Okay, everything is on the dehydrator sheets. And I had to load them pretty thick, but it's not going to hurt anything. When they dry, they'll shrink and get a lot smaller anyway. But we're going to go ahead and put this one in the dehydrator. And as you see, they were kind of stood up pretty tall, so I had to skip every other shelf. Excuse me. And so I've got 4 trays that are pretty full. I would like to have it spread out thinner, like I said, but it wasn't going to happen. But that's okay. Let's put the door on. And we're going to set this on 125. And it's probably going to take at least 24 hours, maybe more. We'll see. And like I said, the house is going to smell like a White Castle or something, so. Woohoo! But we'll let you know how it goes when we take them out and let you have a peek. That's it. Well, here we are. Excuse me. I'm trying to film this myself. My cameraman has other things he wants to do right now. But here are the onions. They're all dehydrated. Kind of crispy. I have 5 trays of these. Wish I had a better camera for you. But I want to go ahead and package this up. And I'll probably put some in mason jars, and then I can put some in vacuum seal bags. And keep them forever and ever. I'll show you what that looks like when I get them packed up. Alright, I've got them all jarred up here. I decided not to put them in vacuum bags. Because I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing with the onions, and it'll crush them, the vacuum. I mean, I can stop it and it won't suck the bag all completely down and crush all the onions. But I don't want to do that. I'll just use my mason jars. I happen to have plenty, so I will use them. And I don't know if you can tell on the camera, it's kind of a yellowish color. You can still see some green, but it's kind of a yellow color too. And I did some measuring too. I did 3 bags of onions, and each bag weighed 3 pounds. So that's 9 pounds of onions, small onions. And all 9 pounds fit into 4-quart mason jars. Isn't that fantastic? What I'm going to do is I'm going to seal these up with my vacuum sealer and the hose attachment I got from Food Saver. Come over this way and I will show you. Okay, I have a Weston model vacuum sealer. It's a professional or commercial grade because I do quite a bit of vacuum sealing. And I got mine on eBay, of all places, but it was brand new, and I got it. Normally these things run you about $400, and I think I paid $160. I didn't stalk either. I got it honestly. Anyway, this is a Food Saver jar sealer. This is for the wide mouth. I have both a regular mouth and the large mouth, or the wide mouth. Sounds like I'm talking about bass. I got those, and the way it works, you just lay your lid on top of the jar, put your jar sealer over top of that, all the way down, and there's a hose attachment. And even though this isn't a Food Saver model, it fits in the hole there. And then I plug the other end into the jar sealer. Make sure you get a good tight fit. And this is going to be a little loud, so bear with me here. I'm going to turn it on. I heard the sound where it basically got all the air out and the tone changed. So, see, I don't know if you'll be able to see any movement in here or not when I take the hose off. I'll try. Maybe not. But, take the jar off. And that lid is sealed. Okay, you can't can food like you can't replace water bath canning or pressure canning, but it will keep your dehydrated foods, flour, sugar, salt, it will keep anything fresh in there. That lid isn't coming off. So that's what I'm going to do the other 3 jars, and that is it for how to dehydrate onions. And I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you could comment on this video, I'd really appreciate it. I want to make sure I'm reaching people out there. And if you like it, I appreciate a thumbs up on that too. Thank you. Bye.